Christmas is over, the house is a mess, and we've decided to change things up. Welcome to the channel. I'm Luke. I live in the West Midlands in the UK with my family, and we strive to live a more simple and intentional life. Now I'm recording this video on the 30th of December, so we're right at the back end of 2025. We've done Christmas, New Year's just around the corner, and let's reflect. Let's reflect on Christmas. Also, as always, I'm full of cold and flu, so if I sound very nasally, more so than usual, yeah, blame the germs, blame the winter germs. I was actually really unwell from about September through to November. Probably, yeah, a good 8 to 10 weeks. And I don't know what it was, but I was just ill week after week, and I could never shift it. And just as I started to get better, I took a bit of a downturn again. Nothing too serious, just flu and winter ailments, but couldn't shake it. And then probably from mid-November to just before Christmas, I was actually quite well. And then Christmas Eve, I had to get antibiotics again. So goodness knows what's going on with my immune system, what flus and germs are out there. But we plough on and make a video. So and we start getting stuff done. So yeah, Christmas is over. I didn't feel very Christmassy this year, and I can't work out. And to be fair, a lot of people said this, and maybe it wasn't just me, but a lot of people said they weren't feeling Christmassy, just weren't in the mood for it. And even right until Christmas morning, as the kids came down the stairs and saw Father Christmas's snowy footsteps in the hall, I still wasn't Christmassy right up until that moment, and then I kind of felt it. But yeah, I'm glad it's over. I don't enjoy it. I thought having children would make me very Christmassy, but I think it just makes me realise what a cash grab, resource grab, energy grab the whole thing is, and it's not for me. We had a pair-back Christmas, so Christmas Day we spent just the four of us in the house, and we did things a bit differently. We had a curry on Christmas Day, which was fantastic. So Dave went to the takeaway at about 2:30, picked up a Indian takeaway, a few curries, rice, chips. Kids love that food. We love that food. We have it as a treat food in the year. So we thought, why not have it for Christmas? And yeah, worked very well. Worked incredibly well. So at about 3:30, I put all the empty containers in the carrier back, chucked them outside, put 4 plates in the dishwasher, and looked very smug as an empty house with a clean kitchen was there. And we just had a very chill day with presents. We paired back, but pairing back at Christmas still means loads of stuff. Kids had everything they want, and it felt like all the family and friends had paired back this year. Usually, we've got a very generous family, and you get not one gift, not 2 gifts, but 3 or 4 gifts per person from everybody. Lots of main presents and side presents, and in that is a lot of filler. And I said to Dave this year, I said, actually, I'm looking at what we've got, and it seems to be all killer, no filler this year. For the kids, for ourselves, what we gave people, we didn't buy those side presents. We chose one nice present to buy everybody in our family, and that was it, you know. And I think maybe there was some disappointment in the family about that. I kind of didn't care in the end. I spent what was acceptable for me to spend. I gifted those presents, and they were good presents, nice, thoughtful presents. Yeah, for example, my brother is going to Thailand. He goes to Thailand quite a lot, and they love Thai food. So I bought them a pad Thai kit and cookery book. Now, usually I'd be buying other bits to go with it and whatnot. I thought, no, get one thoughtful present. And they really said how much they enjoyed having that and not unwrapping loads of crap on top of it. So, yeah, presents were stripped back. We didn't see family at Christmas Day, and food we did really simply in terms of a takeaway. And it made for a really stress-free day. We enjoyed playing with the kids, which for 2 people who work 40 hours each is quite a novelty, right? Then we had Boxing Day and the 27th, so the 26th and the 27th, we spent with each of our respective families. On the 26th, my side of the family came over. We did a bit of a beige buffet, but nothing too out there. We only bought stuff that we knew would be consumed, and we looked at the table at the end of it, and everything had been consumed. Then on the 27th, we went out for dinner with Dave's side of the family. Went for a lovely Christmas walk, and then we went out for dinner, which Dave's dad kindly paid for, and again didn't overconsume. So for once, I don't feel really huge, bloated, fat, and horrible. I feel like I've had good food. I've had a little bit more than I usually would, but I haven't had a lot, and it's made me feel not so bad. And 2 days before Christmas, I made the mistake of going to the supermarket. I went to Morrison's, and I was horrified because I looked in the baskets, and everybody says, don't they, oh, I'm cutting back this year, I'm not buying as much food. And I looked in people's trolleys, and people were like, everybody had like 2 trolleys full of meat, full of veg, full of just crap, chocolates, booze. And I'm thinking, look, I'm all for a bit of overindulgence if you want, and certain food and drink make your Christmas right, but there is no need to be buying that much. You're not having these people who had like 2 trolleys each. You're not having 50 people over. Like, seriously. Yesterday, I went back to work, and my office is opposite a waste recycling centre. And oh my goodness, when I say there was 30, 40, 50 cars queuing up to get in this recycling centre all day long, I am not overstating it. It was crazy. And I linked those two, and I thought, all these people who were overbuying at the supermarket a few days before Christmas have now not consumed half their stuff. It's all in bin bags along with the wrapping paper and the packaging and all the other stuff. And now we're having to put that into the landfill. I know it goes to a recycling centre, but most of it will go to landfill. And you think, all this because shops excessively market Christmas. You can't just buy like a decent amount of food and one nice present and a nice new bauble for the tree. You've got to buy a whole new set of decorations, a whole plethora of food that you and your family couldn't eat over a month, never mind a few days. You've got to buy presents, side presents, extra presents, a bit of chocolate, for people. And it just feels really, really excessive. And I mean, when you have a very intentional mindset, and you sit back and you look and you think, really? And all this money isn't staying in your pocket. All this energy and time you've spent around the shop stressing for months on end. It's not worth it. It's not worth it for literally what is one day, 2 or 3 days if you're having an extended little period with your family, but really one day. So yeah, not good. So yeah, limited the food, limited the presents in our house this year. And in fact, I limited the time that we spent doing Christmas. So I broke up on, let me just check the dates, because I'm in that weird between where I can't remember any dates. So I broke up on the 17th, which was a Wednesday. And on the 18th and 19th, I spent 4 hours over those 2 days in a big Tesco and in a shopping centre, and I did all my shopping. And in previous years, I'd started in September. You were stressing for 3 or 4 months. And I thought, no, not this year. And to be fair, I did it in about 4 hours, wrapped them up on the Saturday, and also I didn't pay full price for anything really. Food, drink, presents. I don't know if the retailers were having a bad year or actually they just start discounting at that point every year. I don't know, but I didn't pay full price so much this year. And I've just found doing it over 2 days condensed didn't take up too much of my mind, allowed me to then go and spend time with my friends and family over that weekend and over the week I've had off. And I wasn't focusing on how much money I was going to give a certain shop to buy a certain amount of presents, which somebody's then going to go and take all that packaging to the waste recycling centre 2 days after Christmas and just feed the monster. And look, I've fed the monster a little bit. We all have, right? If you take part and you buy stuff, you are feeding the monster. But I think just feed it a little bit, and that's how I'm approaching it now. I think I found the balance this year. Don't need to go and buy all this food. Just have something nice, And look, we paid a premium for our Indian takeaway on Christmas Day versus what we usually would. But we've had something nice to eat. We've had a few nice drinks. We've had some nice presents. But we haven't gone overboard. So yeah, that's Christmas done for us. And then it just feels like as soon as Christmas ends, Easter stuff's in the shop. I'm getting emails from all the supermarkets about New Year's, fizz and nibbles. It's just like, I don't need another beige buffet for New Year's Eve. I've just had one. I'll just have something that I'd usually cook that I really enjoy and a glass of whatever I've got in. I don't need to make another trip to the supermarket, but they're already on you, milking you for the next event. And as soon as New Year's Eve's over, we'll be looking at Valentine's Day, Easter. I've already seen summer stuff going into the shops, by the way. Where was I? I was in one of the clothes shops the other day and there were shorts and t-shirts out. And I thought, wow, we're prepping for summer early already. Crazy. So yeah, we're all suckers for Christmas, right? But I think let's not be big suckers for it. So as I said, I went back to work yesterday, but probably I've been off since Wednesday the 17th, was it? Did I say? Yeah, Wednesday the 17th. Dave has been off since Friday the 19th, and probably by Saturday the 27th, Sunday the 28th, we got bored. We are doing people, maybe we got a touch of ADHD, who bloody knows, but we got bored. And I thought, how do people sit in the house and not do anything? Like, there's only so much like sat on a couch watching TV you can do, or making a sandwich and seeing friends and all that stuff is, it's nice, but there's only so much you can bloody do with it, and having these beige buffets and going out for drinks. I start to feel not stimulated. So, we knew in 2026 we wanted to change the upstairs of our house. At the moment, we got 4 bedrooms upstairs. The number 3 we use as an office. Number 1 is our bedroom. Number 2, which is a good size, and I'm currently now, is used by our son, and number 4 is used by our daughter. And our son has been going through some issues in recent months. We think he might have ADHD. We think he might have some like dyspraxia. We think he might have some other issues at play that we're looking to resolve. And we thought actually let's put him in a smaller room, because I think a big space overwhelms him. It's just absolute mess in here. I mean, I'm looking around at the mess now. You can't see a lot of it, thank goodness. I'm looking around at the mess in here now. It's nothing compared to the mess he makes of his stuff. So we thought we'll put him in number 3 bedroom, and then we were contemplating putting my daughter into this bedroom because she's had a big Barbie dream house and she needs a bigger room. But then we thought, well, actually, if he struggles with a big room, then is she going to as well? So we're going to keep her in number 4. So we've got this second room there, which we're going to convert, I think, into an office and maybe some kind of study / homework room / a doing space for the kids. So they'll have the bedrooms for their getaways. They've obviously got downstairs, but in here they'll have almost like where they can come and read or do their homework or do something a bit more educational. And again, zones the house a little bit. I'll probably go for that in a little bit more detail in another video and show you the end results. But rather than waiting until January, February, we thought, stuff that. Let's just start working it now, because Dave's off now until the 5th of January. I'm only back in half days, and then I've got the 1st off, 2nd I'm back in for a full day, then it's the weekend. So essentially I don't feel like I've even gone back full time yet. So we said, let's just do it. Let's just do it before we're 2-3 weeks into work and feel knackered and we don't get round to it. So yeah, the house is a mess. So our son, his room is about 60-70% complete. He'll be spending his first night in that bedroom tonight. Bit more to go into, buy a little bit of furniture and stuff. I'm sure we'll do a dreaded IKEA run at some point. And no, I won't be making a video of an IKEA run, because all you will see is arguments between me and the family, because I absolutely hate it there. And then here, I'll be working properly from next week. I work from home 2 days a week. Dave works from home 2 days a week. So we've really got a few days now just to get this room probably in a state where it's a bit of a relaxing office, and then probably over then the preceding few weeks we'll make it into the space that we're starting to visualise. But I think it is nice Christmas where, you know, I've talked about, you know, I broke up, I went shopping, I did all my bits, you know, we had a lovely Christmas day, Boxing Day and the 27th were different. But you can have too much of a good thing. You can have too much of a relaxation time. You can have too much of a not being stimulated and not doing stuff. And yeah, we've just decided we can't do any more of that. We're doing people. So let's get cracking on a project before we get worn out by work again. So that's why I'm in a bit of a non-aesthetic room with our son's old lampshade up, stuff on the wall, shelves from a different room. Yeah, all mats for stuff over the floor, and I'm sat at my desk with my work computer, kind of semi-set up. So we're in a bit of a weird place, but let's get stuff done, get moving, get back into the rhythm. You know, we've got a few days left to be out of the regular, you know, weekly rhythm. So let's actually use that to our advantage and get some stuff done before we get back into regular rhythm again and start finding the usual excuses as to why we're too tired and lazy and and whatnot to not be doing stuff. So yeah, probably in my next video I'll probably show you what we've done, and yeah, probably be a bit worn out from a lot of work over the next few days with paint splodges over my clothes and whatnot. So lots to do. So that's Christmas to New Year done. I think, yeah, as I said in short, really enjoyed my time off, really enjoyed, you know, that bit of family time, relaxed, having a slightly different approach to Christmas. But I'm ready to get my brain back in gear and get starting doing something again now. So yeah, let's get to it. Thank you for watching, and as always, have an awesome day.